I'm Jonah Comstock, Editor-in-Chief of Pharma Forum. I'm here at LSX World Congress in Boston, and I'm joined by Hakim Yadi, the CEO of Closed Loop Medicine, and Luba Greenwood, the new chair of Closed Loop Medicine. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Thank you.
Hakim, why don't you tell us a little bit about Closed Loop and what you guys do, in case people aren't familiar?
At the heart of what closed loop medicine is we're a drug dose optimization company. One size doesn't fit all. And in a world where drugs serve so many different populations, we need to personalize that therapy to optimize it for the individual. So we're combining software and technology as a single prescription for personalized medicine.
And Luba, what made you interested in joining Closed Loop? You've just, and it's just been announced that you're joining the board.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to be joining the company. I have long been wondering, why isn't there another company that is in the therapeutics company that is going after development and precision medicine? There are many companies out there that are going and applying machine learning to drug discovery. As we know, a lot of the times you can find the right molecule, but it fails at the end of the day. And also a lot of the time it's not personalized for the actual patient population that you're targeting. So when I heard of closed loop medicine, I said, wow, this is really, truly remarkable. Applying machine learning to the development process and making precision medicines at the end of the day. So we're thrilled about the company, and of course also the management really is outstanding.
How do you monetize dosing? It's not like creating a new drug, it's not exactly like a therapeutic. What's the business model?
So our business model is to act as a drug enhancement company, to work alongside pharma, and truly, as Luba was saying, personalize the therapeutic window. If a patient is having intolerable side effects, they stop taking their medicine. We're all in life sciences to improve patient outcomes. So our business model is to work with pharma to create the next generation of software-enhanced therapeutics.
Yeah, I've heard that one of the best sort of business propositions you can have in digital is adherence, because that has a sort of percentage effect on pharma, right? Like however much they're making off the drug, they're going to make that much more if they can increase adherence with that percentage. So Luba, you are you're an investor pretty broadly in the space, and you've been in digital for a long time.
Yeah.
What have you seen how does that inform who you decide to get involved with? What are you looking for when you're sort of picking winners?
Yeah, it's actually a very good question. So, and I do cover this quite a bit, and when we're thinking about investment strategy, and also on the podcast that I have as well, of what is going to be the next winner. And you have seen over the last 2 years in the market, it has not been a great market for digital health companies. And there's a reason for that, because there isn't an actual business model for many of the digital health companies. What are they doing? Some of them are increasing some outcomes, although those are hard to measure. They're selling to payers. Sometimes they're trying to be also direct to consumer. And we haven't yet seen real outcomes for digital health companies. So I personally try to stay away from pure digital health companies that are not tied to actual therapeutics, or they're not tied to diagnostics. So one of the reasons why I was really drawn to closed loop medicine is because it is a solution and it's a way to personalize therapeutics. And again, it's not to personalize just the therapeutic that's already on the market. It's a way to also look for novel indications. So it's also making and looking for novel applications for really areas of medical need. So that's what was exciting to me. And I think for all of your listeners and your investors, if we're looking for trends and what really works for investment today, it is those companies that are applying machine learning, but to actual drug development process and personalized medicine for patients.
And I think, sort of following up on that, how do you make sure that you're generating efficacy data and proving out your thesis as you go?
So one of the things that we've done from the outset is to conduct our own clinical studies. So we published earlier this year in the Journal of the American Heart Association a study where we took an old drug, a Pfizer product originally, Norvasc, amlodipine, and tried to enhance the tolerability of that drug. Earlier you spoke about adherence. No number of alerts to remind someone that they need to take their drug that's giving them a side effect is going to improve adherence. But if you can optimize for tolerability, then you've got something that the patients will actually adhere to, because you've changed the relationship with them and their medicine. So the only way we can do that is to actually go and conduct those clinical studies. Equally, we can dive into retrospective clinical data and start to build models and predict what we think is going to be the right dose for an individual.
Right. So yeah, if you're right now your options at the pharmacy are the 10 milligram and the 15 milligram, and what you really need is 12 milligrams, you're never going to find that out. Right?
No, well, you hear of patients cutting, crushing, and even nibbling tablets. It's 2024, not 1824. No one should be nibbling a tablet. We have the data, we have the ability to do this, and patients have been patient for too long. This is needed.
So what's coming up for closed-loop medicine? What does the roadmap look like for the next year, 5, 10?
So for us, we've started in areas where we can see an immediate application. Hypertension is one of those. We publish on that. We're commercializing that with our pharmaceutical partners. We're now building other pharmaceutical partnerships in different indications. So we're starting to apply that technology, that machine learning, dose prediction into other indications. And one area that we're speaking very publicly about at the moment is optimizing high impact therapeutics like the GLP-1s. That tolerability is causing a big discontinuation issue. And so, as Luba said, this is not just about the old drugs, this can be about the next generation therapeutics as well.
Right. I imagine it's a little easier to get in as a new drug is launching than change the way people have always done things with an old drug. The pros and cons.
There's pros and cons to each.
Luba, you're here in your capacity as an investor on the panel real soon now, if I don't keep you from making it.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit about what you're planning to talk about in terms of higher level investment trends.
Yeah, it's a great question. So a lot of what we're going to discuss is where are people investing today? We had a very slow investing, what people call a biotech winter. We have not seen that much investment really done, especially on the earlier side. A lot of investors are not looking to invest anymore in preclinical assets. So the question and some of the discussions we'll have is, this is, by the way, also a discussion of investors that mainly are from pharma, so some of the corporate venture funds. And the question is, if you can't really raise from traditional investors, and if you are going to go to corporate venture funds, what are they looking for? And they have so many companies that they can now in-license technologies from for cheap. They can also buy companies for cheap. So why in the world would they be investing? And so some of the themes that have and will come across when we have a discussion, of course, we always have preps for these kinds of panels, is focusing on, again, going back to precision, going also and looking for what's out there beyond oncology. Of course, oncology is something that has driven innovation for over the last 5 and 10 years in the market. So what else is there? I know everybody talks about also obesity, cardiometabolic disease, but what is some of the innovation that is coming out? So clearly the message is pharma is redefining their strategy for pipeline. They're moving away, many of them, from just pure oncology, going more into precision medicine. And every single pharma has a very different strategy for what it is that they're doing, what it is that they're going to be in licensing and or buying or partnering on, and what it is that they're going to be doing themselves.
Well, thank you both so much for taking the time to talk with me. I won't keep you any longer.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having us.